Good afternoon and welcome to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium for today's MIAA Division II statewide field hockey tournament matchup. This round of 32 contest features the visiting number 21 seeded Marshfield Rams and your host, the number 12 seeded Dartmouth High School Indians. We remind everyone that good sportsmanship is one of the key parts of high school athletics. Please support all players, coaches, and officials in a positive and respectful manner throughout today's game. Now let's meet today's starters. First for the Rams. Number 7, Alyssa Charlebois. Number 16, Georgia Concanon. Number 5, Emma Daly. Number 17, Captain Isabel Flynn. Number 14, Anna Lang. Number 1, Mary Kate McDougall. Number 28, Liliana Newman. Number 12, Captain Julia O'Brien. Number 6, Ciara O'Callahan. Number 4, Captain Julia Perzerski. Number 32, Ali Rosa Argon. The Rams are coached by Rick Fredericks. And now for your Dartmouth High School Indians. Number 1, Captain Sydney Almeida. Number 3, Captain Kaylin Zuber. Number 4, Captain Avery Smith. Number 5, Emma Silva. Number 6, Madeline Sedgwick. Number 7, Ariana Tiu. Number 9, Abby Lancaster. Number 12, Brooke Santo. Number 14, Rhea Mendes. Number 23, Reese Alves Ford. And number 99, Paige Martin. The Indians are coached by Beth Arguin. Today's officials are Craig Lincoln and David Cabral. The MIAA reminds everyone to sport a winning attitude on the field and in the stands. At this time, we'd ask you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Halloween viewers, and welcome to Memorial Stadium here on Slocum Road. It is the MIAA State Tournament on DC TV. Evan Massard with you for the round of 32 in Division II for field hockey. The number 21 seeded Marshfield Rams making the trip here to Dartmouth. The Indians, the number 12 seed this year with a very impressive regular season, 14 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties. Dartmouth only losing to one team this year, and that was DY, Dennis Yarmouth. Both of their losses at the hands of DY, and then a couple ties mixed in as well. But a very formidable season for the Indians and head coach Beth Arguin, as this year's starting lineup here, a lot of seniors. Team's going to look very different a year from now, and she was already talking about that a little bit, but without getting too far ahead, because there's still business to be done here in fall 2025. But certainly this group of Indians have, we've seen a lot of these names for a number of years here, and it's going to be a drastically different squad next season. Now, Marshfield on the other side, coming in at 8-6-4. A defensive team for sure. Not a lot of high-scoring games. And so I posed the question to Coach Arguin and said, hey, I said, you know, you're telling me low scoring. I saw that too in their records. I said, would it be fair to say who scores first in this game may control the outcome of this game? And she said, I would think so. So with that said, we'll see who scores first and what that does for a momentum swing, because these sudden death games, you know, there's no tomorrow. There are no series here. You know, it's one and done. You got to win if you want to keep going. And that adds a lot of pressure. And from a mental aspect, you find yourselves down, especially if you find yourself down early, you know, in a timed game like this, like field hockey. You can get taken out of it mentally very quickly. You have to have a short memory, as they say. And so Dartmouth, though, in terms of, you know, goals scored, not as prolific of an offense as we've seen, you know, in some of the past years. I mean, still getting it done. 14 wins that's nothing to, you know, turn your back on. But you know, we did see some games here over the last 5 years where, you know, Dartmouth's putting up 10 goals a game, or 8 goals here a game, and winning 8-1, 10-2, that sort of thing. That is not something that Coach Arguin said, you know, for her team this year. You know, there has been some lower scoring games. So scoring first will be, I think, a big deal here today as we begin playoff coverage. The boys soccer team projected to be seeded number 8th, and their brackets or matchups will be coming out tomorrow. So you want to check back for that. We're going to have our first corner of the game, and it's less than 2 minutes in. The most that Dartmouth scored in a game this year was a 9-0 win against Middleborough. Down the stretch run here towards the end of the season, winning 3-0, tying 0-0 against Stang, a 3-1 win, a 4-2 win, a 2-0 win, and then a 3-0 loss, and that was to Dennis Yarmouth. So, so again, you know, closer games, not games that, you know, Dartmouth is blowing people away. Games that their opponents are in, games they're winning. You know, that's the bottom line. Had a chance there to poke that one in. We saw there on the replay as we come back live here. Let's take a look at the starters here. We'll start with the visiting Rams, led by head coach Rick Fredericks. They have number 1, Mary-Kate McDougall. Number 4, Captain Julia Przerski. Number 5, Emma Daly. Number 6, Kiara O'Callahan. Number 7, Alyssa Charlebois. Number 12, Julia O'Brien, also a captain. Number 14, Anna Lang. Number 16, Georgia Concannon. The third captain, number 17, Isabel Flynn. Number 28, Liliana Newman. And in goal, Ali Rosa, number 32, for the Rams. The Rams are wearing their white uniforms here on the road. Dartmouth in their home green uniforms. That one was across to first starter. We'll mention number 1, Captain Sidney Almeida. Number 3, Captain Kalen Zuber. Number 4, the third captain, Avery Smith. Number 5, Emma Silva. Number 6, Madeline Sedgwick. Number 7, Ariana Tu. Number 9, Abby Lancaster. Number 12, Brooke Santo. Number 14, Rhea Mendez. Number 23, Reese Alves Ford. And in goal, Paige Martins, number 99. 10 of those 11 starters are seniors. So you get what I was saying about this being a senior-heavy team, a lot of senior starters, and how the team will look different next year. All the more reason why the Indians are hoping for a win here. They earned this round of 32 berth, don't have to play a prelim game, and they get the home game because of it. Usually if you're in the top 16, pretty safe, sometimes top 20, but you know, depending on the year, we've seen it where there's more than a dozen teams that get in at large, and you could be top 20 and literally still have to play a prelim game. So that one fired, it's just wide to the right, to the left rather, to the right of Rosa in goal. Take another look there. A big swing put on the ball there by Zuber, and she just missed that corner post. After some wild weather yesterday, game time temperature here 51 degrees, mostly cloudy. Quite gusty down on the field as well. That's worth noting. Had sustained winds of close to 20 miles an hour, gusts into the 30s, so. And kind of a swirling wind too. It's not necessarily just blowing constantly in one direction. It was coming more from the west, but it also blowing into the booth, and we're facing the east, so it's definitely swirling a bit as it gets to field level. I actually had football last night in Fall River and started about an hour and a half earlier than they were originally planning to. Both teams wanted to get the game in, and the road team was able to accommodate because of the weather, and it was dicey at times. Wasn't as torrential as it would have been if we started the game at 7. Kickoff was around 5:30, but the driving mist, though, just swirling. You know, you could see it in the lights. The reflection from the lights it was a nasty night, and it was super windy. We had a couple touchbacks on kickoffs that literally they landed on the other outside of the end zone. That's how far the ball pushed them. So a little better today. We'll take the cold over the rain that we had yesterday, all the wetness. No sun here, so lights are on for game time. We've hit the halfway mark of the first quarter. That one goes out of bounds. And Reese Alves Ford will get us restarted. Avery Smith working hard, trying to get by O'Callahan. And now ball coming back towards the circle. Smith gets it back, finds Almeida. Cedric will restart on the far side, gets it to Almeida. Kind of hopped off the stick. She'll corral it and keep it down the north end of the field. Crossing pass, in front, broken up. Dartmouth still has it. Kind of a weak backhand swing, now fired on goal. Great kick saved by Rosa. The ball is still loose, still in play, and now the whistle will come in. It'll be a corner. Rosa with one heck of a play. And then a mad scramble in front. Take another look. She had to redirect, and then she's able to trap the ball under the glove for a moment, and then the foul is called. It was Zuber who put that one on net, and they'll go to Zuber here off the corner. Takes a shot and ends up going right off of Concannon. And we'll have another corner here. We'll see if they go back to Zuber again. Five minutes to go in the opening quarter of playoff field hockey. Live from Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. Oh, that one misplayed. Perhaps it kind of seemed that way. Zuber keeps it, takes the shot. Great save from Rosa, and it will go! Juicy rebound is put in. And it looked like that was Avery Smith who was able to get the second shot off. Zuber first, rebound, it was Smith, yes. She poked it in. And it's 1-0 Indians here in the first. Goal coming at 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Rams will reset down the field. Good reach there by Sedgwick to send it back up the field, kind of clear it out of the vicinity of the circle there. Now the Indians moving up the field. Lots of speed. It does go out of bounds, but nice job by Zuber. Open the field back up and push the Rams back out of Dartmouth's defensive side of the field. Santo gets it through the legs there of O'Callahan. Continues to forge up the field, but now the whistle turning it over to the Rams. Dartmouth in the bottom left quadrant of the bracket. They're literally the very bottom. Along with the 4 and the 5 seeds. 4 seed is Canton. They played yesterday. They won 8-1 over Melrose. So they've advanced into the round of 16. Melrose was 29th at 6-7-4. 5 seed is King Philip, hosting Leominster at number 28. And they're playing their round of 32 game on Monday. Dartmouth getting theirs in early here as the Indians making a bid for another goal. It's cleared out. Nice defensive play by Liliana Newman. So if Dartmouth does win this game, or whoever wins this game really, they're going to have a bit of a wait. Probably not going to play till next Wednesday or Thursday with one of their 2 opponents. You know, the results of the other game in their part of the bracket, those 2 teams not squaring off until Monday night. A little bit unusual. Be a lot of days off in between. Final 30 seconds of the first. Back to Santo. Indians get the reset, and the clock will run down to 0-0. A 1-0 Indians lead after 15 minutes. As they pulled ahead at 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Lead at 1-0 on their home field in the round of 32 playoff. MIAA's Division II. All right, folks, second quarter about to begin here on DCTV. Playoff field hockey for you. Evan Massoud here in the booth on a blustery Halloween afternoon. Marshfield getting the reset here. Zuber Lobs it back and toward midfield. Santo was there. Whistle sounds. Indians will continue their progress up the field with the reset. That's across to Sedgwick. Good pass from Zuber. Finding her in stride on the far side. She gets slowed up by Pazurski. And Pazurski earns the restart. The shot is blocked by Rosa, still deep in the zone there. And now it comes out towards the sideline. It will go out of play. But Rosa with another tough save here as Zuber put this one on net, or should I say sent it forward to set up. Almeida's the one who took that shot. Santo can't get there quick enough. The Rams break it up. Out of bounds it goes again. And the Indians will have it. Big swing there from O'Brien. O'Brien again, strong up the field, takes a hop over Mendez's stick, and Alves Ford chasing it. It went out of bounds on the goal line. Batted down to Santo as it goes, and Santo is able to kind of almost self-pass it up the field to herself. She gives it chase. Went out of bounds there off of Newman. Now Smith getting past O'Callahan, running into trouble there. Two defenders blocking her out. Silva with the reset. Good pass to Santo. Weakly hit, didn't get all of it. Was able to take a shot anyway. Zuber flying in, trying to control the ball now, and she's going to have to give it up. And O'Brien's going to send it off. Lancaster broke that up. Now O'Brien comes in, takes it from her. And that's going to go all the way down to Charlebois. Not before Lancaster slowed it up. Now Zuber fires it away all the way toward the sideline, and good sprint from Almeida. Gets there first. Trying to cut back in. Defenders ahead of her. Looked like she was crossing one. Rosa has to make a kick save. Now Smith trying to gather it. Goes through her legs. Takes a shot. It goes off of McDougal. But Almeida. That one from beyond the arc, and it was still a play that Rosa had to make, and now a corner for the Indians as they get set here. Smith will put it into play. They're going to Zuber. Takes a bit of a hop on Zuber. She's going to Santo. Santo takes a shot. It goes straight in the air. And another corner coming. This time to Santo. That one hits the thigh of O'Brien. Came up high, and it will be the Rams' ball here. Alves Ford gets there, clears it back out, comes toward the sideline. Zuber reaching. Dartmouth ball. Santo, good control there with the ball and the stick, just kind of gliding it along. Pass on up ahead to Smith, redirects. Smith tries to take a shot, couldn't get a full swing, and that will halt the Indians in their progression. Charlebois on the far side. And a whistle. Wow, that whistle came from our official all the way at the other end of the field. All the way down into the corner it'll go. Clara McGrath getting the bad news there. Tried to keep it in, and it ended up bouncing off of her stick. Nice job by O'Callahan. Zuber sends it down the field. And it is a corner. A decent crowd on hand. Quite a few Marshfield fans made the trip here from the South Shore. Those Dartmouth fans well represented as they usually are. Going to Zuber. Settles it, takes a shot, goes right off. The defender backhand, trying to tip it in there was Smith, but could not do so. Take another look here. The first shot, I thought, Zuber, she settled it quickly, but the defender got in the way. The ball came right up and hit her, so Zuber had to kind of reset herself. 5 minutes to go here in the second. Almeida getting through traffic, trying to center one, might have been deflected a bit. Going back toward the sideline and out of play. Lily Robert was kind of working in circles along the sideline there. Now the reset that Dartmouth just had, that's going to go out of play. Do it again. But everybody kind of got bunched up there on the far side of the field. Smith takes a shot, it's blocked. Looks like the Rams had the whistle called against them. So Zuber right from the top of the circle. Backhand flip. Nobody there though. And a corner though. We hit the 2-minute mark. Smith on the far side this time, changing it up, going to Almeida. Quick release, takes a bounce, and it will clear out. Far sideline, out of play. That one takes a hop. Santo could not get a stick on it. That was a great opportunity there. The Rams did not have that one under control. Right in front of Rosa. Down the field, almost entirely on her own, Zuber, and she earns the whistle and the corner here for the Indians with 30 seconds and counting. Smith to Zuber. Zuber fires. That was a hot shot. It's cleared out by O'Brien. And the half comes to a close. No goals in the second quarter. But as we hit halftime, it is the Indians 1, the Rams nothing. Dartmouth continuing to lead here at home in the round of 32. It's about a 5-minute halftime break here for field hockey. We'll take that break and see you for the third quarter live. Play resumes here, the third quarter underway as we begin the second half of this round of 32 Division II playoff game between the Marshfield Rams and the Dartmouth Indians for Field Hockey 2025. Evan Massoud with you for the call of this one. The lone goal coming at 10 minutes and 20 seconds of the first quarter, courtesy of what looked to be a deflection there from Avery Smith down very close to the goal. I'm going to give the assist to Kaylin Zuber on that one. She's the one who fired it up that way, set it up. And that's it, 1-0. And I talked about it very early if you're just joining us that this is a situation where, two teams that, are not blowing people out have a good chance to, whoever scores first to kind of control this game. And it seems to be what's happening right now. Indians controlled the pace of play for the most part in that first half. There was a lot of time spent up on the north end of the field on offense, not a lot of defense. Paige Martins didn't have much to do in that first half. Frankly, I'm not even sure the Rams got a shot on goal in the first half. So it shows you that Dartmouth really kept things where they wanted it to, be in the first half. And, once they took that lead, they've protected it, had some good chances to score and add to their lead, but haven't been able to. It's a busy time of year here when you get to the end of the seasons. In fact, we're talking about how unusual the way the bracket is right now, and the fact that the two teams, the other pairing that's next to Dartmouth and Marshfield in this lower left part of the bracket, the other two teams don't play their round of 32 game until Monday night. That's King Philip hosting Leominster. You don't normally see, I know the weekend kind of gets in the way, but still, it's kind of unusual to see that. The other thing is that it's unusual that we have two sports here that are already into playoffs, and one sport still hasn't even had their brackets released, and that's soccer. That doesn't usually happen either. Volleyball, for example, you all know I cover sports full-time in Fall River. Diamond Volleyball had a playoff game yesterday. They lost. They're already eliminated. Soccer hasn't even announced their pairings yet. That comes out tomorrow. So you'll know where the boys' soccer team is for the Indians. We'll know when and where they're playing. Well, they should be home. They're projected to be the 8th seed. Shot taken, and it will be blocked by Rhodes. That's a great save. We'll take a look at that and then continue on here about tournament talk. Right along the post. That's a great play there by Rose. A tough save along the corner there. Now this one all the way up the other side of the field as Alves Ford giving chase. It will stay in bounds. You're going to have to play it. Fires it right back up the sideline. It'll go out of play, but at least gets it out of the corner. So yeah, kind of the schedules are just a little odd. I don't remember them being like this in previous recent years. I know we had last year. I had a playoff game on Halloween. Took a trip up to Framingham for a girls' volleyball match. But the gap in sports is kind of interesting. Although I guess, in a situation like this where, Dartmouth has the one stadium, right? Got to share time between sports. Probably helps the athletic directors to have that gap so that you get a sport in before the next team plays. I remember going to Shrewsbury the first year we had the at-large tournament, 2021, and it just so happened that Durfee drew Shrewsbury in 2 different sports, so they played the games back-to-back. We did a doubleheader on the road. That was cool. Made the trip very worthwhile, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those kind of oddities, I guess. But this weekend, so tomorrow you'll see soccer brackets. They're to be announced. I believe it said 1 p.m. for boys soccer, and that's when those will come out. I know the girls here did not make the cut, but boys are in. They had a strong season. Football, Indians football is tomorrow. Game was originally scheduled for tonight, and kind of a late change, not wanting to play on Halloween. So they're playing tomorrow in New Bedford. Whalers hosting the Indians. Dartmouth at 5-2, and most likely will be 6-2 after tomorrow. The Whalers winless through 7 games, and they have not been close games. The Whalers have only scored 4 touchdowns on the season. And their most recent loss last week to Brockton was a shutout. So it has not been a good fall for the Whalers. The Indians will probably put up quite a few points tomorrow afternoon. 1 o'clock kickoff, and according to Arbiter, they're playing on the turf field, the newer stadium, not the old stadium where Thanksgiving usually is played. So the newer stadium that's on Rockdale. Then on Sunday, you will get football brackets and non-playoff pairings. So State Association going to have their hands full this weekend. As playoff time's always busy, but you get the pairings that are coming out as well and having to build the brackets. That's a lot of work, I'll tell you, dealing with the entire state. So be sure to check the MIAA site for the matchups that'll be announced. Already halfway through this third quarter, time ticking away. It seems like these sudden death games tend to move just a little faster than a regular season game. Even soccer can, we've had some long soccer games. Even though it's still 40 minutes a half, some of them really tend to drag on. If there's stoppages, if there's injuries, whatever, they feel very long. Field hockey feels super quick when you compare it to soccer and to football. These games go by in the blink of an eye. Zuber weaving through, passes and up. On up ahead. Oh, Almeida takes a shot. Rosa will save it as it kicks back out. And the Indians earned the corner, but Almeida with a great chance there as she was kind of hanging out there. And a nice stick save by the diving Rosa. Kind of batted away. And we'll have a corner here for the Indians. Zuber kind of intercepts it a bit. Another corner coming. This one got kicked all the way out towards this far sideline. Right there was the foul. So we'll do it again. Indians lining up on the near side this time. Smith switching it up. Almeida had it get a little too far away from her. Now it's coming backwards, and it leaves the circle for the moment. Another whistle. Whistle coming from behind our second official, who's close to midfield. And the violation against Marshfield. Yeah, let's take a look at that. You don't normally see a foul being called from the official that's at midfield, especially when you consider just off the screen right there to the right of where that replay was shown, you saw the other official was there about 10 feet away. So that is talking about unusual things. We'll add that to the list. Really, look at the distance separating the officials. That's wild. I'm not saying he didn't see anything. I'm more questioning why the official that was 10 feet from the play didn't see something. I guess that's what's kind of perplexing. Down low towards the goal, and it'll be another corner. That's 3 straight that the Indians have earned. Rams not able to get out of the south end here. Roll up on 5 minutes. That whistle coming at an opportune time for the Indians because that ball was going out of play. It would have certainly been a possession change. Lobbed in the circle, and it's good! Zuber got the crossing pass and took a swing on the bouncer, and it's going to be goal number 2 for the Indians. That was lobbed ahead by Smith, who got the feed on the first goal from Zuber. So that tandem accounting for both goals here this evening. This goal at 10 minutes and 16 seconds in the third. Kind of had a feeling that with all those corners, you're probably going to get one there. Had a number of chances. So many, the odds are against you when you have so many different opportunities. The odds of saving them, I should say. That gives the Indians a little bit of breathing room with less than 20 minutes of game time left. And here we go, yet another corner. This just continues to take time off the clock. There's been a question about this. Remember being brought up last year is, college, they actually stop the clock when they're setting up for a corner. But here in high school, they still don't do that. And it certainly can shorten the game when particularly when you have, 3-4 of them in a row. Almeida sending one, and Rosa. Wow, Rosa with kind of a delayed reaction. Did not really move, just kind of waited for it to come to her, and now it looks like timeout has been called, so perfect time to take a look at the replay here. Watch. As Almeida sends it, it's deflected. Rosa just kind of waits, but she didn't really save it. Like, she realized, oh, got to kick it again. I'm wondering if she thought maybe a whistle had been called. The whistle had been blown. Indians huddled up there in the one burst of sunlight we've had pretty much all afternoon. Seriously, talk about the spotlight being on you. Coach Arguin talking with the team. You see her on the left there. Your number 9 for the Indians, Abby Lancaster. Rams head coach Rick Fredericks in the huddle there as well, the blue baseball cap. Good time for a timeout, especially after giving up the goal. Now you're facing a 2-0 deficit. Not a bad time to just kind of rally the troops, make sure everybody's focus is still sharp. But gonna be a lot of work for the Rams here. .3:30 to play in the third. And it'll be the Rams starting us off, but very quickly Almeida there blocking it and sending it down into the corner. Good reach by Almeida, trying to cautiously play the ball, and it'll be Dartmouth ball. Zuber takes a shot and it is deflected. Looked like it went off of Daly. Oh, my mistake. Pazurski, number 4 for the Rams. So Zuber gathering it. She'll reset us from the 25. Nice weave through the traffic, crossing pass there, but nobody there. Santo now giving chase all the way to the corner. She'll turn it around before it gets taken away there by the Rams. Now another free ball for Dartmouth. Is that infraction not coming in the circle, so no corner this time. Almeida going after it. Finds Smith, ball still loose, and another corner. Yeah, the Rams cannot get themselves out of the south end of the field here. This is at least the 6th corner, maybe the 7th. I've lost count. That's a great save by Rosa. And here comes another. Since about 7.5 minutes, when I said we're halfway through the, the third quarter rather, how quickly the time was flying by here. Actually, I think that was deflected off of McDougal. I'm not even sure Rosa ended up playing that ball. But Dartmouth has really shortened this game with all of these corners and how time-consuming they are. And here comes another one, 3 in a row with 40 seconds left in the third. Comes high, and with now 10 seconds, O'Brien will restart play here, but not going to be able to really do much, and that goes out of bounds to the sideline. Third quarter going to come to an end rather unexcitedly. Too many corners. That was wild, really. So 2-0 though. The Indians grab goal number 2. Quick 90-second break here, and we'll have the fourth and final quarter of the round of 32 game here on DCTV. Okay, sports fans, fourth quarter is here. Final 15 minutes. The D2 round of 32. Dartmouth against Marshfield, and the Indians with a more comfortable lead now with their 2-0 advantage. Gives them a little bit of room for error in just a 1-0 game. Dartmouth has done a great job at really controlling the game here this afternoon. Most of the game has been played on Marshfield's side of the field. A bit of a swing and a miss there. Their first real good opportunity on a kind of a odd man rush towards the goal. We have not really seen anything down the north end of the field since the first half, but the Rams have been on defense for most of this game. The Indians' offensive attack, while just the 2 goals, they've kept the pressure on through the first 45 minutes. Zurski get the ball back in play here. Good pass to Almeida. Almeida up the field again. Self pass towards the goal line, takes the shot, and it's off the side of the net. She worked all the way up the field, almost solely on her own, those 70 yards. Zuber gets slowed up, and Whistle coming. Amelia Conroy gets called on that one. It's a great job there by Lancaster. Working around the defender, playing along the sideline. That's going to come out of play. Still Dartmouth ball. Ahead there to Almeida. Oh, nice move. And kind of a blind pass here to Smith. I know the whistle stopped it anyway, but she had Smith in her targets, and Smith wasn't ready for it that time. Zuber at the goal line fires one that's open, crosses the goal, and it's cleared away. Oh, wow, nice save by Rosa. That one came up. It was a deflected ball, and Rosa had to bat it away with the glove, the mitt. That's a great save. First of all, right there defensively, that's great, and we keep it rolling here. Indians take it away. Santo takes a shot, and it deflects high right there. Went off the stick of Newman, and luckily for her, she didn't actually deflect it into her own goal. Really good reaction from Rosa right there. That'll go out of play as Sedgwick tried to reach for it. All the way down. Almeida's given chase. Not going to get there. That ball went through everybody. Rams ball. Pazurski will start it off here from the sideline. Zuber there to intercept. Oh, Zuber with a swing and a miss there. Gathers it back up now, backhanded flip towards the top of the circle. Smith takes a shot. Almeida trying to reach for it. That's cleared out of bounds towards the side. Whistle comes, and it'll be a corner. Smith on the whistle here. That Almeida getting it to Zuber. And no luck that time for the Indians. The Rams will get the reset. O'Brien will fire. That one's going to roll a while. All the way down, gets by. Reese Alsford giving chase to it. Zuber with a nice pass. Santo giving chase, far side. Newman breaking that one up. Santo slowed as she tried to make it toward the circle. Zuber takes a shot, bouncer, saved by Rosa with the kick save. Wow, that stayed in play. I can't believe that stayed in. Wow, Rosa's lucky that that didn't go in. Gonna reset here. Zuber was fouled right there, so she gets the restart. And now Lily Robert sending one across from the sideline. She'll come back and gather it again. So rolling, and it'll go out of bounds. Zuber brings the whistle again. Basically triple coverage there. 3 defenders right on her. And a corner. Lobbed ahead, and it's going to go over the goal. Zuber's the one who took that last shot. It went Almeida, Smith, and then Zuber. Now all the way down the other end, and out of bounds it goes. Look at Almeida go. Cleared out. Dartmouth will put us back in play. poked out of play. Out of bounds again. Sedgwick resetting us here. 75 seconds to go. The Indians are going to be able to celebrate here at home, a playoff win in the round of 32. And they're going to have to wait a little while to figure out when and where they're playing next. If King Philip wins, they'll host in the round of 16. Dartmouth will travel, but if Leominster upsets the number 5 seed on Monday night, and the Indians will get to host the next round. So Dartmouth, I'm sure, rooting for Leominster Monday night so they can play at home and get King Philip out of the bracket. King Philip, again, the number 5 seed. Leominster, number 28. Dartmouth, number 12. And the final 20 seconds here. And great game for the Indians. Well executed game plan. Scored early. That aids in the confidence. Can kind of play your way. Added the second goal in the third, a little breathing room. And it's a 2-0 playoff win for your Dartmouth Indians here in the round of 32 for Division II field hockey. So again, they will not know where they're playing until after Monday night's game out at King Philip Regional. So be sure to check out the bracket and look for results on Monday evening. Take a look at the 2 goals from this afternoon's contest. The first one at 10 minutes and 20 seconds off the shot here from Zuber. Right here, Smith pokes it through. And then later at 10:16 of the third quarter, Smith returns the favor and sets up Zuber right here. Almeida also you can credit with an assist as she got it to Smith. And that's it, 2-0. Low scoring affair and a well-played game for your Indians. That wraps up the month of October for us in sports coverage. Happy Halloween, everybody. Hope you have a safe and fun night. And be sure to check the MIAA for updated playoff results. Find out where your Indians are playing next. For our great crew behind the scenes, I'm Evan Massoud. Enjoy a good weekend.